winning if by ground, losing if by air. Thus, 7 by ground, none by air. That is, Notre Dame scored all 7 of its touchdowns via rush in its 49-20 victory over Boston College on Saturday. After struggling through the first half relying on both the passing and ground games, the Irish held a mere 14-10 lead at the break. They then found and stuck to their strength to pull away with increasing ease. "We didn't stop the run," Eagles coach Steve Addazio said. "We did not stop the run, and that was a huge deal in that game." Yes, it was. "We didn't make a lot of plays in the first half," Irish coach Brian Kelly said. "We came in at halftime and went up to the offensive line and said, 'Look, we need you to take over this football game. You're our veteran group.' They really responded. Really proud of the way they controlled the line of scrimmage in the second half." It may be difficult to overstate how the afternoon shifted once Notre Dame devoted itself to the running game. At halftime, the Irish had converted only 3 of 9 third down attempts, also failing on 1 fourth down attempt. They had outgained Boston College by only 43 yards, 271 to 228. Beginning with the third Irish drive of the second half, the focus was singular, and the scoreboard's gradual changes reflected it. Prior to that point, Notre Dame clung to a 14-13 lead, its defense holding Boston College in check, while the offense sputtered. For example, the first 2 Irish drives of the half combined for 7 plays, 11 yards and 1 turnover. Alternating with those 2 drives, the Notre Dame defense prevented the Eagles from capitalizing on a turnover, holding to only a field goal, and then forced a turnover on downs in Irish territory. With the ball back, the third Notre Dame drive after halftime gained 65 of its 70 yards on the ground, 7 of the 9 plays being designed rushes, including junior quarterback Brandon Wimbush finding a lane in the defense for 46 yards and a first and goal. 3 plays later, sophomore running back Tony Jones scored from a yard out, and the rout commenced. "It all started with our offensive line in terms of being able to run the football," Kelly said. Wimbush finished with 207 yards on 21 carries. Adams took 18 rushes for 229 yards. Junior running back Dexter Williams chipped in 50 yards and 2 scores on only 6 carries. Jones finished with 5 yards and a touchdown on 2 attempts. Even sophomore Dean McIntosh found 24 yards on 4 carries. The Irish finished the day 9 of 18 on third down attempts and outgained Boston College by 211 yards, 611 to 400. Turning point of the game: either one of those defensive stands could qualify here. Boston College could have, perhaps should have, retaken the lead on both occasions. For that matter, the Eagles could have retaken the lead and then subsequently extended it. Keeping in mind the complete ineffectiveness of Notre Dame's passing attack Saturday, a theoretical 2-possession deficit may have been too much to overcome. The first threat came when Wimbush fumbled on the 4th play after the break. That drive began with the potential of the Irish going up 2 possessions themselves. Instead, the turnover gifted Boston College possession only 32 yards from the end zone. A quick rush from junior running back John Hilliman brought the Eagles into the red zone. At that point, Notre Dame's defense seemed to decide enough was enough. The following 3 plays netted Boston College -3 yards, including a false start penalty, leading to a successful 41-yard field goal. The Irish still had a lead, the aforementioned 14-13 margin. But, again, the offense stalled. On 1st and 10, Wimbush found junior running back Josh Adams for a whopping 1-yard reception. On 2nd and long, Adam was stopped in the backfield. He never had a chance at gaining the needed 14 yards on third down. The 3 and out again gave the Eagles beneficial field position, again put the defense in a difficult position, and again stalled any version of momentum. A soon-to-follow 4th and 1 on the Notre Dame 30-yard line showed just how little the defense seemed to mind. Freshman defensive tackle Myron Tagovailoa won the initial push on the line of scrimmage, invalidating Boston College's intended point of attack. The rest of the Irish defense swarmed Hillyman. Senior linebacker Niles Morgan and junior linebacker Tevin Coney were credited with the tackle. The danger was averted. Our defense really ignited us with a fourth down stop, got some energy, Kelly said. When you make plays, obviously that creates an energy, and we were able to score. I thought that was a pretty big turning point in the second half.